All right, guys, this is the Olympian Project with the workout of the week here on Wednesday.
Yes, and guys, we still don't have a name for that. We don't have a name for the workout Wednesday.
We need a specific name. Well, it's workout of the week or workout Wednesday.
Well, give us submissions. What do you think we should call this? Because we have nothing.
We gotta figure something out. Well, anyway, here is the workout. Check it out on screen here.
All right, guys. Today, the workout of the week is actually a hero workout. It's going to be Donny. Is that correct? That's the name, right?
Yeah, Donny. Yeah.
Donny. All right. So the workout is 21, 15, 9, and then you go back up 9, 15, 21. Deadlifts at 225, 155 for the ladies, and burpees.
Yeah. So a little bit of background on our first workout release is a hero workout, like you stated, and I'm gonna just give you a little bit on Donny here. U.S. Army Specialist Donald Nichols. He was 21 years old, assigned to the 1st Battalion and 133rd Infantry, Iowa Army National Guard. He was based out of Waterloo. He died April 13th in 2011 in Laghman province, Afghanistan. He suffered wounds when insurgents attacked his unit using an improvised explosive device. Something about Hero Watts, I think, gets us all kind of pushing.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Anytime we're in the gym.
Yeah.
And that's what we really, kind of push to our members. It's just a workout. And when these guys and these girls are serving their country, servicemen and women in the States, there's always kind of that, like, we've got to go after the workout because this is not as nearly as hard as what this guy was going through or those ladies. So
for sure,
that is Donny, the workout that you're going to be trying out this week.
Yeah. All right. So what do you think about this workout? Because I had never done this workout. I never even heard of this workout. So the first thing I thought of when I saw this workout was, this is very similar to 20.3, which we just did in the open.
Yep.
So I was kind of excited, and I took kind of the same strategy there. What do you think about this workout?
Well, so you got the deadlifts. The biggest difference is the burpees, but not as much a difference, I think, as you would think. Burpees to handstand push-ups. It's still working on a similar muscle group area with those burpees, kind of getting into your shoulders later on in the workout. The biggest difference, is that kind of switch up their halfway point, right? 21, 15, 9, repeat the 9, and back up to 15, 21. Now, talking to some of the people that performed the workout here, I got kind of a little different story as far as which 21, 15, 9 hurt the most. And most, I think, said the last, obviously, 15 and 21 were pretty bad, but some actually did say the first 21, 15, 9, and it was something about just knowing that they were almost done was that helping factor to get through.
Well, for me, this workout didn't get hard until the second half. So the first half, I was actually on pace to finish the workout. I didn't end up finishing the workout. I got capped. But for me, first half wasn't too bad. I was on pace to finish. And then in the second half, my deadlifts kind of fell apart. So for me, a lighter athlete, picking up the barbell was the hardest part. And the burpees was pretty much a rest,
Yeah, I think, and so as you're watching this video and we're kind of talking about your experience, you can kind of see everyone's experience in this, and I don't think it's light. The 225 isn't light for anybody.
Except for, by the way, if there's one athlete you want to watch, it's probably Maddie up there in the the top right. She's a freak, and she actually finished best for the females in our gym.
Yeah. I think it was a 10:50-ish time or so. With all your notes over there, blank page after blank page.
She finished 10:50 RX.
Yeah, 10:50 RX on this workout, and again, you might keep your eyes over there and see how she approached it. But, for the most part, this is heavy for really any athlete. I think obviously you get a games athlete in there and they'd mow through 225 pretty consistent.
Yeah.
But as we watch some of the form and technique here, now here's a funny story. We got this guy, Aubrey, had a change of plate. You can't actually see it in the corner here, but he lost a plate.
So here's me. I'm back at the barbell now, and you see I'm
in the white there.
Yeah, the amazing outfit. I picked that specifically because I knew we were recording. But yeah, you can see I'm resting because that barbell is heavy for me. Yeah. So picking it up every time is like a spike in my back.
Something cool to see through this is also that we've got 225s, we've got 155s on the bar, and there's some skilled athletes also, and you can't see all the athletes. I guess Taylor's over on the far right. You'll see her on some of the motion camera, but it doesn't, whether you're attacking this scaled or RX, we try to put our athletes in the appropriate stimulus for that workout. And I think most people, they see a hero workout, they really want to stick to what's prescribed. But a couple of options here. We'll talk about scaling and how to approach that as a maybe scaled athlete or someone that's never done a 225 deadlift. So obviously with the deadlift, you could scale the weight, right? I mean, you just take that 225 down. We saw some male athletes go to 185, female athletes even down to 95, 105. That, I think, is the most obvious option to scaling. But with the burpees, there is actually other options than just dropping down to the ground. Now, most of our athletes here, and this isn't obviously all the athletes that we had perform this workout, this is our 6 p.m., but stepping back, stepping forward is also another option. And we've had athletes also maybe do a burpee to like a bench or a box to where they don't get all the way to the ground. So obviously you're never out of a workout. There's always a way to modify.
I think something important to note is that we do, when scaling, want to preserve the stimulus of the workout. So while 225 may be too heavy for you, you still want to make sure the weight that you're doing is heavy because it is a heavy deadlift workout.
Yeah.
It is 90 reps, so it's heavy and volume, so you got to take that into account.
CrossFit at its best right
there.
Yeah,
exactly.
So let's dive into some strategy, and since I didn't get to do this workout personally, what was your strategy? Okay, what was your strategy going into the workout? Mm-hmm. And maybe even about halfway through, did that change or kind of, how were you thinking as the workout progressed after your initial strategy?
Well, again, we talked about how this is similar to 20.3, and with that fresh in my memory, I knew how I could handle 225. I knew I would be able to move it, but it was going to be singles. I knew that as soon as I saw the workout, I knew I was going to be doing singles because I knew the longer that I did sets of 6 or 5, I was going to get tired, and it was going to exponentially get worse. So I knew coming out of the gate I was going to be doing singles, occasionally taking a step back to take a breath and reaffirm myself. But eventually, the singles, the breaks became longer and longer. So I think maybe for some athletes, maybe start with singles at the beginning and then, as you get more tired, start, breaking it up less and less, maybe doing sets.
Well, yeah, and I, as a coach, and a couple of years ago, 225 deadlift came out with in the 55s or what was that workout? 55 deadlifts, 55 wall balls.
I'm not sure.
Yeah, there was. This might have been the year before you. So there was the open workout that started with 55 deadlifts right out the gate. And for our athletes, again, we've got some that have made like the qualifiers and whatnot, but pre-regional athletes, we really pushed kind of the single model, and for those that tried to stick with big sets through the 55, the single was was more efficient for them, and they were able to stay more consistent. So I definitely look at the single deadlift as an opportunity rather than just you're defeated kind of look.
So we're coming up on the 11-minute mark. So over halfway through the workout, as you see, Maddie over there is about to finish. Should finish. Looks like she's on her last set of burpees. Looks like her time was wrong.
Oh yeah.
We gotta.
Well, she left before we got that time.
Yeah.
I know it's just coming up. She's hustling these last couple burpees. Let's see. It's 11:02 there. You can see on the bottom right of your screen.
Yeah.
On the time, so it might have been 11:20. Somebody did write in 11:20 as well, so that might have been the right time. 11:12.
11-12. So.
And she's done.
Pretty insane workout. She beat all the men as well as all the women.
She led our gym. Now, doesn't mean there's not an opportunity to beat that time.
Oh yeah.
But she is definitely a grinder
at
these workouts, man. You know, this one isn't highly technical either. You know, it's a pull the bar off the ground and fall down and get back up. So when it comes down to it, as a hero workout, yeah, it's exactly that. Just grind away in this workout. And there you are. You're moving that barbell pretty quick there.
I think after that set is where I start falling apart a little bit.
And those were fast singles too, right?
Yeah.
I mean,
Again, it stayed consistent. This should, because like I said, I was on pace to finish the workout. So I think this is my 9.
Second nines?
Yes. Second 9.
Second 9.
So.
All right, so looking at this workout, and people are starting to wrap up their workout, and some still in those kind of finishing reps. And of course, we know not everyone finishes this workout.
I didn't, and I'm like front and center right there. You can see me failing.
It's obviously not a fail.
Yeah.
Everyone is going to be at a different point
Oh,
in their career or on a workout. We've got our strengths, we've got our weaknesses. What's some of those numbers that we kind of concluded with throughout the day for this workout?
So 44% of the athletes in our gym actually RX the workout. Of that 44%, 75 of them finished. So I think
75%.
You know, less than half of the people RX the workout. I think that's just due to the fact of the weight. The weight is not going to be something everybody can do.
Right.
And the athletes that do, you know, it might not be too hard for them to finish, and that's why we saw a big percentage of those.
Well, where did
RX.
you ended up? How many reps short?
I want to say I was in the last. Well, let's see.
24.
24. So yeah, I was in the last set of deadlifts.
And that's kind of deceiving. 24 reps doesn't seem like that far away, but. Or sorry, it does seem kind of far away, but it's really not because you're building back up, right? You went 21, 15, 9, 9, 15.
Yeah.
You're in the last round.
So I was about to finish the deadlifts and go into that the burpees, and like I said, the deadlifts, that last set slowed me down. So I think,
Well, there's the clock right there at 18. So you see them wrap up. We also noted a couple other things there. Let's see.
So out of all the athletes, that's RX and scaled, 39% finished. So not a lot of people finished that were scaled, and I think that's, you know, because they can't do the weight RX, they might have dropped the weight down a little bit, probably not enough, you know?
Yeah, there's definitely some potential there that could have knocked that number up a little bit. Most people, though, on a hero workout, like I said, you kind of get caught in a trap a little bit, and you're like, I want to get as close to RX as possible. Yeah. And so we saw some weights that might have been a little heavy. But, you know, 75% of RX finished. There's still 25% of those folks that didn't finish. Scaled was significantly higher. I think you're also talking about, honestly, on the scaled athlete side, we saw the burpees really kind of come into play.
Oh, yeah, that's that for sure, too. I mean, scaled athletes, burpees might be a little bit more difficult for them if they're not modifying that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that is your Wednesday workout. Guys, we want you to try this workout at home, at your gym, find some free time. Maybe you work out in the garage. We've got a couple places that we want to break this down with our analytics, with our numbers and our athletes, and get some of your scores and times, maybe the weights that you used, and even dive further into this workout over the next podcast. So where can we put those workout scores in for the athlete at home or at another gym?
Can we talk about
This
this?
is where your notes come into hand. You don't write notes. It's Instagram and Facebook.
Okay. So if you want to submit your workout,
So where can they find that at, Gary?
if you want to submit your workout to us with your time, tag us in Instagram or Facebook. Make a post or just DM it to us if you're more comfortable doing that.
Yeah, get those scores in, guys. We'd love to hear from you. And any notes, too, because like I said, we're going to talk about this on the next actual podcast and break that down. So we'd love to hear from you as far as how you felt or what you do to modify that workout. So that's going to wrap up this Wednesday's workout. And if you got a better name for this, too, DM us on that as well.
Yeah, that's for sure.
All right, guys, this is the Olympian Project Wednesday workout. Donnie, let us know how it goes.